I've sent you an email, which is a prediction of what I think the lyrics are going to be at the start of the podcast.
Okay.
And if I'm right, I will ask you to open the email.
Okay.
So ready when you are.
You really have you've guessed it, have you?
I've sent a prediction.
I'm that predictable.
No. I've sent a prediction. That's all.
Okay. In a time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey, butane in my veins, and I'm out to cut the junkie with plastic eyeballs, spray paint the vegetables, dog food stalls with the beefcake pantyhose, kill the headlights and put it in neutral, stock car flaming with the loser at the cruise control, baby in Reno with vitamin D, got a couple of couches, sleep on the love seat. Someone comes saying I'm insane to complain about a shotgun wedding and the stain on my shirt. Don't believe everything that you breathe. You got a parking violation and a maggot on your sleeve. So shave your face with some mace in the dark, saving all your food stamps, burning down the trailer park. Yo, cut it.
That was not what I predicted.
Soy un perdedor, Steve.
Yes. Well, I am the loser because that was not what I... Have you opened the email yet?
No.
Okay, you can open it now.
I'm opening the email.
Open the email that I sent you with my prediction. I was 100% wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
Never forget why I take that. Okay, right.
That's what I thought you were going to do, but there you go.
So, on the 11th of May, 1997, at Rock City, Nottingham,
Yes.
I believe we saw Beck on the Odelay tour.
We did.
And that was good, wasn't it?
It was good. Brainiac supported him.
Now, yes, a very interesting and very energetic band, Brainiac. Very much at that point in time, very much on the rise. Apparently, Rick Rubin was penciled in to produce their new album.
Yeah.
They had a major label deal on the cards. They were about to go on tour with Rage Against the Machine. And a few weeks later, on the 23rd of May, 1997, sadly, Tim Taylor, the leader of Brainiac, died in a car crash.
I didn't realise it was so close after we saw them.
It was literally the same month. Yeah.
That's mental.
But man, I remember that band.
Yeah,
and that's something because, Beck was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
On that tour. He had a great band. But Brainiac, the support, they were a very interesting, very weird, very noisy band. And I kind of loved them.
Yeah.
But sadly cut short.
Yeah.
Anyway, apparently Beck is not a slacker and not a Scientologist.
Apparently not.
So, Steve, what I'm going to ask you is, what is he?
What is he? He's a chameleon. He's a shape-shifting artistic magi. I don't know. What do you want me to say?
I don't know. I don't think you should introduce the podcast.
Okay. Welcome to the This Are Johnny Domino podcast, where I, Steve, and my brother Giles explore our musical past, present, and future, listen to a few tunes, and have a bit of a chat.
We do. How you doing? What have you been up to? Are you all right?
Well, I'm all right. Since we last spoke on this here podcast, I spent a day in hospital having some medication, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Are you being sarcastic?
No, it was fine. Sit down for...
It wasn't a lot of fun, was it?
You know what? It's all right. It's all right because you have intravenous antihistamines, and then you have a dose of intravenous steroids. So you've got the downers, then the uppers, and then you have the bag of magic juice to keep my MS at bay.
Yeah.
Listen to some podcasts, listen to some music. It's all good.
Yeah. So what was the highlight of your listening on this particular session?
Oh, I did. You see, I did send you a list of everything that I listened to, didn't I? Because that's how sad I am. Well, I listened to Geese. That was good.
Yeah.
Spot. And Then there was a lot of deer hoof on it and a lot of killdozer.
Okay.
Which is always
You love a bit of killdozer, you?
I do. I love listening to killdozer and butthole surfers if I'm ever putting together any flat pack furniture.
I think that sounds nightmarish.
No, it's beautiful.
That's not what I want to listen to when I'm doing something like that. You obviously don't find it stressful putting together flat pack furniture, unlike me and everyone else. You're a quandary inside a contradiction, you are, man.
I'm like Beck in many ways.
In many ways.
What about you? You been up to anything?
Well, we were talking about the fact that we both watched the Take That documentary on Netflix.
Yes.
The new 2026 documentary about Take That, a 3-part intimate look at the history of the British boy band.
Mm.
We both enjoyed it, didn't we?
I particularly enjoyed the second part where everything went wrong. It's like a 3-part movie structure. You've got the equilibrium, you've got the disequilibrium, then you've got the re-equilibrium where everything works out at the end.
Absolutely. It did work in that respect, didn't it? Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed the first part with the early performances. And I didn't really realize, I think, how hard they worked. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I thought they were just like some manufactured band, I suppose. As a 1990s indie boy, I just thought, they're just like some manufactured band. But they were grinding hard, pardon the expression.
No, absolutely.
Touring in gay clubs. And a tour of schools, assemblies as well, you know. And I don't know, man. It kind of made me think that Gary Barlow was obviously a talented composer of like classic cheesy pop songs and stuff, I suppose.
Yeah.
And there was a bit where he was struggling to write their first hit, which turned out to be It Only Takes a Minute by Tavares.
Yeah.
But they were a real band in the sense that they were all necessary. And they all brought something to the table, didn't they, really? You know, you got Howard and Jason, who were like dancing men.
Yeah.
Right? And then you've got Marc-O, who was a cute boy.
Yeah.
And then you got Robbie Williams, who was like the edgy joker. He was the edgy joker. And you needed all of those things, really. I mean, if like, is Howard Donald like less of a key band member of his band than, say, the bass player of Coldplay?
No, he's not.
Guy Berryman. I had to give him that.
Yeah, but you know that I like the bass player from Coldplay. We've discussed him on this podcast before.
Do you respect his work?
I do. I think he just holds it down.
He does. He's a good bass player.
Yeah.
He's got the best job in music.
No one knows who he is.
But like, you know, I don't think Howard Donald is less of a key member of his band. Right? But yeah, the whole documentary was very good, really. Yeah. Nigel Martin-Smith, the manager, Sven Garley, he came across as a little bit seedy, I think, really.
Well, that is the way with these documentaries. I think we talked about, you've not seen on the BBC, on the iPlayer, there's a series called Boy Bands Forever. Again, it's another 3-part series. And you do learn from that the boys work incredibly hard. And there's also Girl Bands Forever, which is they work incredibly hard and they're up against, you know, the patriarchy and misogyny and sexism. So it's not a life that I would want for a child of mine.
Well, no, I know, exactly. They went through some ups and downs, did Take That.
They did.
There's a good bit in the documentary where Gary Barlow loses it for a while. When Robbie becomes super famous.
His Fat Brian Wilson stage.
That was pretty sad, really. And then in 2005, they had their major comeback. I couldn't believe that was 2005. That seems like not that long ago. That just makes me realise how old I am. And then in the end, they're like, it's the triumphant ending of the documentary where they're grey-haired, stubbly men coming to terms with the fact that they needed each other all along.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing. I would urge anybody who's not seen that 3-part documentary to watch it.
Yes,
it is a beautiful thing.
And I would also, by the same token, urge people to watch Boy Bands Forever and Girl Bands Forever.
Anyway, the Take That documentary prompted me to write a poem, so I'm going to read it to you now.
Good.
It's called Let's Get the Band Back Together. I feel that enough time has passed. I miss the arguments. I miss the laughs. Let's get the band back together. Gary and Robbie, you know they made friends. Let's get the band back together. The years of adult wilderness have got to end. Let's get the band back together. We are grey and dusty, but we've got the gear. We heard it on Six Music that our time is here. Let's get the band back together. No one ever noticed. They ignore us still. You think that ship has sailed. I know it never will. We're closer to the end, but we've got time to kill. Of damp Tuesday gigs, I've not yet had my fill. Let's get the band back together.
I mean, I did an English degree, but I'm struggling to pick out what you're trying to say with that poem, Giles.
Is it too subtle, the message?
Is there some kind of subtle meaning I'm meant to tease out from your verbiage?
Maybe it was. I think you're saying it was a bit too Route One, wasn't it?
Yeah. So what, you want to get the band back together?
Well, no, that's what the Take That documentary made me feel
right.
like at the time.
Yes.
And just the joy of the fact that these people that knew each other as youths still enjoyed each other's company, and even though they still got on each other's nerves in the same sort of way.
Yeah.
And it was just, I know it was a cheesy documentary and stuff, but it did make me think, oh, wouldn't it be nice to spend some time with people and do stuff like that? But, you know, as I said, you know, in the poem, you know, damp Tuesday gigs, I'm not sure really how much I want to get involved in that again.
Yeah.
I always remember gigs on Tuesdays being very damp.
Well, I just remember all of our gigs being quite damp.
Yeah.
And my wife remembers me coming home from band practice and just being absolutely raging.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah.
It's like the Stupids said in the song, is it called, Is it Life's a Drag?
Yeah.
It goes, I'm lying here just after a practice. I feel depressed. But that's the way it is. In actual fact, the song we are referring to by the Stupids from the album Peruvian Vacation is called So Much Fun. You know what I mean? And I remember that lyric from when we used to listen to the album a lot.
It's a great lyric from a great song. I've got more to talk about if you want before we go into a song. I've got a whole other thing I want to talk about.
Go.
I went to the O2 Birmingham the other Sunday night to go see the DMAs. Why, you may ask?
Please tell us why.
Well, it was a freebie. I was ferrying my son and his band, and they were on the guest list because their de facto manager, Gary Bandit, more of him at another late date, is the road manager of the DMAs on this tour. And after the event, I will be happy if I never hear another DMA song again in my life. Really. They are a trio from Sydney, Australia, and they really, really, really rate the songwriting of Noel Gallagher.
Yeah.
I don't know whether you've heard much of them, Steve.
I've heard a little bit because a friend of mine does rate them.
But they've definitely got a thing. And that thing is, we like Oasis.
Yeah. It doesn't rock my world.
No.
I've heard.
But it does rock a lot of people's world, apparently, because at the O2 in Birmingham, which is a fucking nightmare to get to, they had rabidly keen fans. Yeah. It was a sellout, and people were loving them. The fans of the DMAs are very male, very white, very football chanty.
Oh, yeah.
And I have to say, I did feel a little bit out of place. And some very drunk giant lad grabbed me by the collar at one point and asked me if I was some kind of weirdo at one point. And then I just pointed at my son and said, I'm his dad. And my son and his friends are not in a famous indie band. However, they do look like they're in a famous indie band. And that was enough to distract this young drunken meathead. I think he was feeling blurry enough to be confused by this. And then he spent the next 5 minutes trying to impress Fred. who, like I say, looks like he could be kind of famous and certainly stood out in this particular crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird night, really. My favourite bit really was watching Fred and his friends dance extravagantly at the back of a crowd of rapt DMA fans, all singing along to another song which had the chords G major, D, and C. Sometimes G major 7, I think.
Did they ever experiment with E minor?
There was some E minor.
Let's not be snooty about the chords G, D, and C, because the entire Galaxy 500 back catalogue was written on those chords. You know,
True.
you can do things with those chords.
You can. All right, okay. But you know, what the point I'm trying to make is that they were fairly fucking repetitive.
Not for you.
Not for me. Not for me. Though I did meet the singer. We went backstage and stuff, and I even went on their tour bus.
Nice.
It was very fun.
Can I just ask one last question on this?
Please do.
What do you think it was about you that attracted, you know, in scare quotes, what attracted the meathead to you to say, what did he say? Are you a weirdo? Or
are you some sort of weirdo? I don't know, man. But in a way, I was quite happy about it because I haven't lost it. It means I haven't lost it.
No.
You know, even though I am sort of much older now, maybe I've grown my hair out a bit. I was, you know, maybe I had the wrong sort of shirt on. I'd sort of trimmed my beard so I look a bit slightly, I don't know. It's something about my look anyway. And also I was like pointing my phone randomly at the crowd, taking pictures of people.
Yeah, that's probably why then.
Possibly that.
Possibly the fact that you were taking photos of people.
Time for a song.
Let's have a song. This is a song by the band Johnny Domino, and it is from our second album, which is called Players. And it's a song called They Walk.
Yes. Players was an album which I think we've got a better title for it. I want to call it Brosif and His Amazing Technicolor 8-track. That's the new album title.
Yeah, let's just stick with Players.
Yeah.
I think Players is better.
All right. This track, basically, verse 1 and verse 2, is sort of saying there are bad people out there.
Yeah.
There's a middle section, which is kind of like pastoral, which kind of then goes into, actually, the temporary nature of our constructed reality, apocalypse in brackets. Yeah. And then the final verse, it's like, there's a bad person grinning at us as you take your coat off. Don't let down your guard.
And that is They Walk by Johnny Domino.
Yes.
I think I might have been listening to a bit of shellac at that point in my life.
Yeah? What, the guitar sound? Is it a bit gent? Gent.
I don't know.
Is that how you call it? D-J-E-N-T.
Yeah, I think it's gent.
Gent.
Yeah.
Is that how you would describe that sound?
I don't know.
Are you muting with your palm?
There's a bit of that.
I think it's very much an album track. And listening to that there, I think it needs to go into This One's for the Kid.
Yeah.
It works really well in the sequence.
Mm.
At the end of that song, I just want it to come into the next track.
Mm.
I feel like leaving it on its own, it kind of leaves me feeling a bit cold. But as part of the sequence, I think it works very well.
Well, Players is the album where we actually got the sequencing right.
Yes.
Because the rest of them are too long and there's too many songs that you could cut. Whereas Players is a tasty, around about half hour.
Yeah. So if there's anybody out there who's either not listened to Players by Johnny Domino or has listened to it for a long time, it is on Bandcamp.
It is.
And you can go and listen to it and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah. I've got a recording of us playing that at the Old Angel.
Oh, yeah.
On the 3rd of September, 1999. And that was the gig when we supported Bardo Pond.
Yeah, we talked about that one before.
Yeah. And
they're big fans of pornography, that band.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Let's just hear how audience friendly this song is in the live arena.
Not very
challenging, I think, is the word they're looking for there.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't help that Mark had just bought his mini disc recorder and had a microphone and he put it on high input rather than low.
Oh, so it might not have sounded that bad.
No, but that's what that recording sounds like.
Yeah.
No. But anyway, look, I've always liked that song. I particularly like the kind of the floaty pastoral bit in the middle when it goes from, I think it's in 6/8-ish in the verses, then it goes to 5/4 on the middle bit. And we bought a set of percussion instruments from IKEA. And we were all kind of having a go with those little maracas, and there's some castanets, I think, on there as well.
Good times. Jingle?
Yeah. Tell you what, why don't we have an advert? Yeah?
Please.
There's a reason why I'm playing this to you, and I want to know if you're going to remember why I'm playing it.
Twirly curls, Barbie. Ooh, twirls. How'd you do that? Who's my twirler?
Twirly curls Barbie. She's got beautiful, extra long hair. You can twirl a little or a lot and make your own pretty styles for Barbie.
Twirly curls, Barbie fun.
Twirly Curls Barbie doll comes with a twirly curler, a chair, and these hair accessories from Mattel.
Well, it's a magnificent earworm, isn't it?
It is. Can you remember the relevance of that advert? You really can't. You can't.
I can't. No,
you lie like a rug.
It has no relevance.
I'm sorry, but when I was 9, 10-ish, my hair went from being blonde, short and straight to being brown and wavy. And my elder brother...
That would be me.
Yeah. I mean, that was from 1982, that advert. And my elder brother took great pleasure in singing Twirly Curls, Stephen Doll.
Yep. Mainly, I did that while I was sitting on your chest with my knees on your arms as I slapped you about the face.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm having a good sense memory back now. Thank you.
You enjoy that?
Yeah, play again. One more time.
Twirly curls, Barbie.
Ooh, twirls. How'd
Oh
you
no!
do
Stop
that?
it! Stop it!
Who's
That'll
my
do. That'll do.
twirler?
Do you not enjoy the vocal stylings of Emmylou Harris on that then?
Yeah, she was good. I think
she's
it's
very
one of the
good.
best work.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Giles and Stephen's mum, and I don't listen to their podcasts. I think they're very silly boys.
Anyway, changing the subject. Have you
Yes.
listened to any new music?
I have been listening to an album which I got off Bandcamp, and it is called Wu-Tang versus the Beatles, Enter the Magical Mystery Chambers.
I'm so glad you mentioned that because that's what I wanted to talk about.
Oh man, it's so flipping good, isn't it? It's so good.
It is. It's by a guy called Tom Caruana. Caruana? Is that right? And he's like does remix projects.
Yeah.
And then on his Bandcamp it says, taking this and mixing with that, creating listening experiences that are mostly for myself.
Jesus, it's
Boy,
so
this
good.
guy does some good stuff.
It's really good, that album. I mean, it was like poked towards my ears by Instagram. And sometimes, the algorithm, I hate it, but it works.
Sell it to the listeners, please.
Okay.
Because I'm already converted.
Yeah. But what he's done, he's taken the acapellas of the Wu-Tang album, oh God, was it 36 Chambers?
Mm-hmm.
And he's put them over Beatles songs, not in a lot of cases, not the original Beatles recordings. A lot of them are kind of soul covers, or in one particular instance, which sticks out, it's like a reggae cover, and just layered the Wu-Tang vocals over the top. And it's so good. It is so very good.
It makes both things better.
Yeah.
Weirdly.
It's a beautiful thing. I do love a mashup. I love a bit of girl talk. But oh my God, the thing that's gutting about it is that when I first had the advert on Instagram, I went and had a look and I noticed that he was selling double vinyl sets for something like 20 quid. And I thought, interesting. Then I went back the next day to buy it. All of the vinyl had sold out. So I bought it as a download, but it's so good.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I've not listened to all of the stuff that he's got. A lot of stuff on Bandcamp. But another thing that I did listen to was one called Inner Space from 2019, and that features a multitude of MCs and samples from Can.
Yeah,
and a cappella vocals, some of which are recorded specifically for the album.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's great. The sort of the rap and the vocals over the top of the spacey Can beats is really interesting and good. Yeah, man. That's the best thing I've heard in ages.
Yeah. But, Can were some funky German mofos.
I've been listening to another thing on Bandcamp, Joshua Idehan, who is a British-born Nigerian spoken word artist. I think that just means poet.
Yeah.
And a musician. He's on Six Music a lot at the moment. People are playing a track called This Is the Place. And it's the one that you hear on Six Music a lot, where a woman's voice is going, the rhythm and the love. The rhythm and the love. It's a good track. If you will have heard it if you listen to Six Music.
Yeah.
And he's got an album coming out called, and this is a really good title, I Know You're Hurting. Everyone is hurting. Everyone is trying. You have got to try.
Yeah.
That's a good name for an album. And I went and dug into some of his other stuff. And there's an EP called Mum Does the Washing. And there's a really good track on that. That is like my favourite track at the moment. And basically on it, every major political and philosophical ideology is explained through your mum doing the washing.
The world, according to your mum, doing the washing. Capitalism, your mum does the washing. You pay her $1. You get her to do your mate's washing. Your mate pays you $50. Communism, your mum does the washing. You do the washing. Every night you salute a picture of your dad. Socialism, your mum does the washing. You do the cooking. Everybody is happy in fury. Feudalism.
Don't you think?
Your mum does the washing.
Good?
It's really good. I very much enjoyed it. And, the thing is, it's actually right.
I think he's a very wise man.
Yeah.
He's playing in Nottingham. I'm going to go and see this guy. He's cool.
Where's he playing?
I think he's playing the Rescue Rooms.
Cool.
What's going on? None of your business. Rack off.
The This Our Johnny Domino podcast, it's very much a family affair.
It is.
Isn't it?
It is.
And we are a relatively musical family, should I say.
Yeah.
And our dad has turned me on to a new band. He's telling me about this hot new folk band that keeps turning up on daytime TV. And they've got a really catchy song. And he wanted me to play it on the podcast.
Oh, God.
Simplicity cremations, way to go, way to go. Who needs the complications? Way to go, way to go. You'll find help and consolation with those who really know.
Simplicity cremations, way to go, way to go. They could save you quite a packet. Way to go, way to go. Save your precious money, it only goes to show. Simplicity cremations, way to go, way to go.
Simplicity cremations, way to go, way to go.
They own places across the nation. Way to go, way to go.
So the ending of the story could come somewhere you know.
Simplicity cremations, way to go, way to go.
I think they've got a big future in the Mumford & Sons kind of market there.
Yes, our dad has been going on about that advert for a long time. It's better in Dad's version, I think. Once I finally heard the actual recording, it didn't really hit in the same way as Dad's interpretation.
Well, I think it hits hard. I think that hits hard.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of these sorts of companies doing like simple cremations. It just makes me think, like, you ran the back, like a patch of dirt outside the back of some kind of building.
That's not the vibe I'm getting from that. It sounds very bucolic in the advert. It's a nice acoustic guitar and violin, and it sounds like the best way.
Yeah, but you think about what is the simplest cremation? You know what I mean? It's like there's always those scenes at the end of Star Wars films where people are just set alight and everyone stands around and no one's going, Jesus, that stinks.
Okay. So do you think they're just using kind of pastoral folk music to obscure the fact that they're talking about cut price cremations? Is that what's happening there?
Well, yeah. It's the simplest of cremations.
But it sounds lovely.
It does sound
lovely.
lovely.
Lovely, smiley people doing a gig.
Yeah.
Apparently it's on all the time on daytime TV.
Daytime TV is full of those sorts of adverts.
That particular one has been on very hard repeat.
Yeah, it's in heavy rotation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Talking about heavy rotation, I've got another poem.
Please do.
It's called The Brian Jonestown Massacre Again.
Oh, God.
I've been going to the hardware store, and on the way back and there, I've been listening to The Brian Jonestown Massacre Again. It's just like it was before. Sometimes you need that not quite there music. I have been listening to The Brian Jonestown Massacre Again. You know, I'm still the same old kid, sat drawing faces on dolly pins. My mind is open, my sins I forgive. And that's what I get every time when I'm listening to the BJM. That's what fans of the Brian Jonestown Massacre say when we need a shorter version of their name. The words, they are spurting. The tunes are off the shelf. It sounds almost like one thing, and then it's nearly something else. Do I like them? Do I find them annoying? I think that's a point I could do with exploring. But look into my eyes, and you can ascertain that I have been listening again to the Brian Jonestown Massacre. Again. Jingle, 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 jingle. So, the PRF monthly tribute series.
Yes.
Which we've talked about extensively over the previous episodes of the podcast over the last year or so.
Yeah.
Big news is coming to an end.
It's sad but true.
Zach Hench is pulling the plug.
Zach Hench of this parish.
Hello out there in listener land. This is Hench. Zach Hench.
He posted a short while ago, it was in early January. He said, I think we're going to wrap this thing in June at the 12-year mark. He's been going for 12 years, which is an insane effort. And Could run a little longer than that, no guarantees. Don't think it'll go any shorter than that unless it's an infrastructure breaking sort of deal. It's a real bummer when something just shuts down without warning. So I'll continue to post reminders of the wrap up every once in a while. So yes, it will be coming to an end, which is sad, but we'll just need to find another way to keep our creativity going.
Well, I've got some thoughts on that. But in the meantime, shall we have a listen to a track from the current PRF Monthly Tribute series?
Yeah, currently for February in 2026, the tribute artist being celebrated is Beck.
Indeed.
And young Mark Elston.
Marc-O,
latterly of Bulldozer Crash, The Liberty Ship, and the Johnny Domino Band, has done a version of Cold Brains from the best Beck album, Mutations.
Cold brains unmoved, untouched, unglued, alone at last. No hoods, no mind to run behind a trail of disasters. A final curse, abandoned hearse. We ride this song, corroded to the bone. The fields of green are bent, obscene. I lay upon the gravel, a worm of hope, a hangman's rope, pulls me one way or the other. A final curse, abandoned hearse. We write this song, corroded to the bone. The bird of song is heard no longer in the evacuated heavens. The drain is drawn and drained and gone, and on it doesn't matter. The final curse, abandoned hearse. We write this song, corroded to the bone. Mars, cooling in the fridge. Mars bars and Milky Way.
Cooling for a summer day.
Ice cool topic, marathon too. Cool on the whole summer through.
Cool your bounty for a summer day.
Chocolate on the rocks. Cool.
Oh, your Mars
Grandma's favorites. Cool and delicious. Straight from the fridge.
That was a cracker, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, those long, hot summer days that the Great British Isles are renowned for, you really need to cool your chocolate bars in the fridge.
Cool 'em.
Yes, particularly ones like Topic and Marathon that have nuts in them, because that's really going to help your teeth.
I like that. That was nice. I'd like to hear the full version of that song. Anyway, Marc-O. Cold Brains.
Yes.
I think he did a good job on that.
He did. When he posted it into the PRF group, he said, as much as I'd love my own Prince-style funk show band, I record on my lonesome on a Tascam digital 8-track, so lo-fi it is. I used an old trick from my Johnny Domino days, a Casio PT20, chord buttons through a synth. Oh, what fun we had.
I think Mark's done something interesting with this.
He has done.
I've listened to it quite a few times, and I went back and listened to the Beck version as well. And the Beck version, in comparison, is very slack sounding. I would use the word drifty to describe it. Also kind of kaleidoscopic in its sounds. From Mark's version, and I don't know whether this is intentional, possibly not, I think it sounds a lot more intense. And the arpeggiated sound that he's got going on there.
Yeah.
The keyboard thing that's going right. Yeah. It's a very strong sound. It's almost like it's some kind of weird technological beast that's taken him for a ride in my head. And it sounds like could get thrown off at any point, really.
Yeah.
I can hear it. He's struggling to stay on that beast and ride that beast. But he does. He triumphs in the end. And it's an update of that song. I feel like the Beck version just doesn't sound right for today. I think Mark is bringing it up into 2025. I'm getting a 2025 vibe from that version of it.
Yeah, but it's 2026, don't you?
I'm getting a 2025 vibe from this.
Okay, so it's last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a 2025 vibe. Right?
Okay.
That's still more up to date than the Beck version.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Mark's never going to be completely current. He's always going to be at least a couple of months behind. Right?
Oh, dear.
It's 2025.
Yeah, it's February 2026. Okay. No, I think it's a great version and very much enjoyed it. It's Beck is the subject of the PRF monthly tribute. I think there's been about 3 songs so far.
Yes, there'll be more.
February.
I doubt we're going to do one, but we might. We've already won. We've lost interest now. Anyway, you know how it's going to end, the PRF monthly tribute series? I think that's time for us to start something else.
Oh, yes.
I think we need to start some kind of monthly challenge.
Yes.
Where we can kind of ride on the wave of the PRF and start a new thing, man. But we can't just do versions of other people's songs.
So what are you thinking then?
Well, I've got the name for it.
Okay.
It's called the Right Club. Do you know what the first rule of Right Club is?
You don't talk about Fight Club.
No, you do talk about Right Club.
Okay.
You talk about Right Club. Right, it's the Right Club. Yeah, you have to write a song about something, and there's a different theme every month.
It's a different something every month.
Yeah, the Right Club. What do you reckon?
Well, let's run it up the flagpole and see if anyone salutes it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like men with their tops off.
What?
With a lot of sweat, in a basement with 4 tracks, writing songs.
Yeah.
About obscure stuff that if you win, you choose the theme for the next month.
Wow.
And everyone has to write a song about that theme.
It's like a whole different thing. It's a whole new thing.
A whole different thing. It's like a development on it.
Yeah.
Do you not think?
No, I think it's good. I'm all for.
At least pretend to be enthusiastic.
No. Look, I think it's good.
Rewind Steve's enthusiastic voice. Go.
I think it's great.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Was that enthusiastic enough for you?
Yeah,
but I do think it's good because ever since we started this podcast, we are quite hot on getting people to inject a little bit of creativity into their lives.
Yes, and our own lives.
And our own lives as well.
Yeah.
So I think we need to have some kind of outlet. As we've discussed before, people need an outlet.
Yeah.
And, if we can do anything to provide that for all the people that will be bereft when the PRF tribute ceases operations, then that's good.
Right club. That wasn't enthusiastic enough, man. I'm going to have to come up with another idea.
Why? I wasn't enthusiastic enough.
Yeah.
On the 90s Derby scene, I just want to be seen. On the 90s Derby scene, where have you been? On the 90s Derby scene, I just want to be seen. What musical cuisine Steve and Giles are going to serve today?
Oh, yes.
And what musical cuisine will Stephen and Giles present today?
We will be presenting, I think we're presenting a rather meaty main course.
It's the meatiest of all meaty main courses from the Derby music scene. It is a band called Cable that we have discussed previously on the podcast. Cable were a band who did their first gig supporting our band, The Millers, and we were
always there.
We're always there, thereabouts. We were kind of like we're like the Big Lebowski.
Always there, also runs.
Yeah, we were the dude in the Big Lebowski. We were the ones who were just standing to the side where the main plot was happening.
Yeah.
And anyway, we used their rehearsal room, and they were very nice to us.
Let's talk about Cable, though. They were a pretty successful band.
Yeah.
Well, probably the most successful band from Derby at the time. 3 albums.
Yeah.
Produced by quite cool people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you've got your album produced by your man Kramer.
Kramer.
Yeah.
Of Bongwater.
Kramer of
Fucking love
Bongwater.
Bongwater.
And, producer of Galaxy 500, recorder of Galaxy 500, tour mate of Galaxy 500 when I saw them. And
was it John Robb as well? He produced something by that as well.
Yeah, that was the first album. And then the last album was produced by, it was a guy it was something to do with Stereolab. So, yeah, I mean, and, they famously had a fight with the members of Oasis.
Yeah.
Which, we can do nothing but applaud them for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And they had some tunes.
Yeah.
You cannot hold that back, right? They had some tunes, and they could play those tunes pretty darn well live.
Yeah, they were great.
And back in the 1990s, you could shake your hair around in an indie disco style to this stuff extremely well.
Yeah.
So Cable were fucking good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, though, being us, we were fairly jealous of them.
Oh, God, yes, very much. Until, I became quite good friends with Darius. And, he's just a fantastic bloke. So the thing I'm most annoyed about, they reformed for a couple of gigs. They did a gig in London, but they did a gig in Derby. And for some reason, I didn't go to the gig in Derby. I'm really pissed off I didn't, because it would just been nice to see them. Occasionally, I used to bump into Darius quite a lot at IKEA.
Oh. I wonder what he listens to when he's making his flat pack furniture.
I don't know.
Maybe you could let us know.
Hey, Darius, if you're listening, that would be good to know. In fact, I might send him a message and ask him that very question.
Yeah.
And get him to record his answer.
Are we going to play a song? Which one are we going to play? Which one are we going to play, Steve?
Well, we're going to play a song called Freeze the Atlantic, which was a single from their second album, When Animals Attack. And it's a great little song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always like that song. I like the guitar playing, first of all. Darius has got a very, it's kind of, I don't know how I would describe it. It's kind of quite, it's not jangly.
No.
But it's kind of like a wiry kind of, twangy kind of guitar style. He plays these lines of guitars that I quite like. They go through their songs, which are nice. Yeah, anyway, that song, I kind of want to analyze it a bit. And I know I don't want to offend anybody, so I'm just going to say again, I really like this song.
Okay.
Right? But I've been thinking about it quite deeply today, perhaps a bit too deeply. The lines, you're looking for compromise, everyone's hypnotized. What's the thing that hypnotizes all, Steve?
Television.
Yeah. Advertising.
Yeah.
What was that song used on?
Well, interestingly, it was on an advert for Sprite.
It was used on a Sprite advert. Obey your thirst, Steve. Obey your thirst.
Yeah.
It was a Sprite advert, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's hypnotized. They got this song on an advert.
Yeah.
And it was like a kind of an advert where there's this guy sort of snowboarding through a street.
Yeah.
Very 90s looking. And the song sounded very good on the advert.
Yeah.
But I think the lyrics, I don't know whether they intended it, but they're strangely kind of anti-capitalist, even though it ended up on an advert. You know, everyone's hypnotized, right? All the spectators of ball games you devised. Not sure what that means, right?
Yeah.
But again, it's like, you know, devising a ball game seems a bit like of a pointless thing to do, right? Spectators of a ball game. It's like sport. So is this sport? Well, there's nothing left but glass and stone. Okay, well, that's basically saying it's all gone to shit, right? You know, it's just glass and stone. We're left with inhuman stuff around us. Right? There's no nature.
No.
There's no nature. It's just glass and stone. Nothing left but glass and stone, right? Spare me some change. Change could be double meaning there.
Yeah.
Spare me some change, right?
Okay, just say you currently sound like Ted Robbins on 3, 2, 1. But you just sounded like a little bit.
That's what I'm going for.
Okay. And you've understood. Go on.
Buy me. Bear with it. Buy me a new catchphrase. You ruined it. Buy me a new catchphrase. Okay. A catchphrase, right? So what's a catchphrase? It's, you know, could you say a catchphrase? It's like a kind of a simplified version of something.
Like a meme.
Like a musical hook could be a kind of musical catchphrase, right? So like Cable have made some art, right? And that art was then parceled up into a catchphrase. Yeah. That could be bought and sold by a multinational corporation selling pop as a cool thing that cool people who snowboard like to consume. So you've got to drink this pop, right? So that's the catchphrase. It's turned them into a catchphrase. Buy me a new catchphrase. You can't just buy a catchphrase though. Can you, Steve?
No.
You can't. You got to come up with your own, man.
Yes.
Anyway,
that's true. I mean, unfortunately for Cable, they missed the moment for late stage capitalism. You know what I mean? Because at that time, it was frowned upon to do something as base as selling your music for use on an advert. You know what I mean?
I didn't frown upon them.
No, but I'm just saying it was potentially frowned upon. It's like, they're selling out.
Didn't hurt the Dandy Warhols.
Well, the Dandy Warhols were never really controversial, possibly. They were never really about the art, were they?
No.
That's what I'm picking up from my reading of the film Dig. However,
Jonestown Massacre again.
Yeah,
they listened to them again. Apparently,
you know what I mean. It's that sort of. It was the kind of thing about Sonic Youth have sold out. They've signed to a major label, that kind of thing. And now it's not even discussed if a band gets their music on an advert or it gets picked up on TikTok, because that's pretty much the only way they can get any money. And Cable obviously felt quite conflicted about it because they did a song on the B-side of that single called the brackets, "We did the music for the Sprite" and close brackets, blues.
I sit around all day in an alcoholic haze, counting all my money, the profits I have made. Money makes me dizzy, 'cause it turns the world too fast. Flush it down the toilet, it's blocking up the U-bend. My secret must be kept, 'cause I'll be robbed if they find out. There must be £90,000 in my aquatic bank account. I tried and tried again to reach the fortune in the drain, and now my hands are trapped inside a vacuum in the water main. Television is telepathic.
I mean, lyrically, it seems to be mirroring what you were saying about them. I think they were very conflicted about it.
Well, they were very smart people.
Yeah.
They weren't going into this in a naive way. They're all quite clever people.
Yeah.
And hooray for Cable.
Yes.
Hooray for
absolutely.
Cable. Let us celebrate them on This Our Johnny Domino podcast. And if Darius would like to get in touch and contribute, that would be a wonderful thing.
Have we got to the end of the podcast?
I think we've got to the end of the podcast.
Yes, I thought so.
Yes.
Thank you very much for listening to this episode of the This Our Johnny Domino
You
podcast.
sounded very tentative, like as if I'm going to interrupt you.
Oh, I've been burnt before, but do you promise you won't?
Go on.
I'm going to take your silence as a tacit agreement that you will not interrupt me. Thank you for listening to this episode of the This Our Johnny Domino podcast. If you are enjoying the podcast, please share
Stop
it.
on a minute. I've just thought of something. Got a question.
Okay.
I've got some quick questions for you, Steve.
Yes.
Have you got any more alternate names for the podcast yet?
I haven't got any new ones, no.
I've got one.
Oh, go on.
It's music time, Brosif.
This Brosif thing, you're leaning into it quite hard at the moment.
Yeah. Next question.
Okay.
Have you got any new funeral songs?
Oh, have I got any new?
Because we were thinking about good songs to play at your funeral. Because we're getting on a bit now.
No, I'm still quite happy with my choices, which were "Birdhouse in Your Soul," They Might Be Giants, best song ever written, and "Anarchy in the UK" by Frank Sidebottom from the Frank's Firm Favourites EP.
Okay. I'm going for Sea of Love by Cat Power because I want everyone to cry. Next question.
Yes.
What's your usual chip shop order?
You see, you'll remember this from my days at the Burney Inn, but I do like a bit of scampi.
From a chip shop? From a chip shop?
From a chip shop, yes. But the thing is, it's very expensive from our chip shop, so mostly I will have haddock or I will have deep fried halloumi.
Yeah.
And chips, obviously.
Yeah? Is that it?
Yeah. Oh, what else do you have?
Salt vinegar? Salt vinegar?
Oh, yeah, on everything.
Good. I'm glad about that.
Okay, what about you?
I'm just glad you didn't say sausage because that would mean you were a wrong one, basically. No. I like the classic regular chips, large haddock, medium peas.
Yeah.
Gotta love the peas, man.
Please do like and subscribe to our podcast and recommend it to someone who you think might like listening to all this kind of weird shit. Send us some of your old music and enter the eternal halls of the 4-track gods.